What's going on, guys? It's your boy Shumble Gaming here. Today we're gonna go over how to beat the first boss in Wulong Fallen Dynasty. Um, but before we get into the boss fight, we gotta go over a few things. Just make sure you're wearing the best gear that you have found so far. You're probably not gonna have much of a choice here, unfortunately, but there are chests throughout the first 15-20 minutes of the game. So just make sure that you're searching the area and you're finding the best loot. It is the loot you will find is random, unfortunately. And then as far as a weapon, just whatever weapon you have that is going to be the fastest attack is what we're going to want. If you have the wooden kudget, that's what I recommend you use. You can use the weapon that you first get in the game, the weapon they give you, the saber. That will also work for this method. But you're just going to want something that attacks really fast, and we'll explain why when we see the boss. And as far as a wizardry spell, I recommend using the Vitality here. It's basically life steal, if you're familiar with that. As you attack, you're just going to gain life back when it's active. So that's going to help out. But really what we want here is we want a high morale level to fight this boss. If you are fighting this boss at a low morale level, like level 10, you're probably going to have a hard time. So there's an area here that's not far from the boss. If you just backtrack, like literally 30 seconds to a minute. And it's right behind a battle flag. Kill these 4 enemies with fatal executions. That's the highest way to raise your morale level. And then run right back to the battle flag and then reset it. And then just simply go back to the area and then perform fatal executions on these guys. And that will raise the morale level. So just execute him, execute this guy, jump up onto the rock, and then execute either one of these guys, and then just kill the other, go back, reset the area, and that's going to raise your morale. I think I fought the boss at morale 25, which might be a little bit overkill, but oh well, it is what it is. The higher your morale, the easier the fight's going to be, the more damage you're going to do, and the less damage you're going to take. And you're going to see that I absolutely kind of blow this boss up at a high morale level. But let's get into that. This is a boss fight, all right? He's always going to use his opening ability, and with a fast weapon, you're just going to run up to him, and you're going to start attacking him. And just literally never stop attacking him in this first phase. That's pretty much all you're going to do. This bar up here, that's your spirit level. That's the goal of the fight. The goal of the fight is to get that spirit bar all the way up so that we can perform a fatal execution on him. He's going to start to use abilities. We're just basically attacking him. Every time he goes to use an ability, we're just going to attack him. When he jumps up in the air, you can dodge out of the way. He's going to use some of his undodgeable abilities here. Pause the video for a second. This one is really hard to deflect. He hits me with this. At a high morale level, though, it doesn't do much. But when you're about midway away from him and he starts to charge up, this one I recommend trying to deflect. It's really easy to deflect. And when you do it, you will hopefully fill the rest of your bar up, which I did there. And then I just need a couple more hits, and that's going to be the end of phase 1. Again, you're just trying to juggle the boss, basically. Never let him attack, and at a high morale level, you're going to blow him up pretty fast. Now, phase 2, same thing. We're trying to raise that spirit level up so we can perform a fatal execution. This phase is completely different from phase 1, though, okay? We're going to basically never attack. We're going to wait for this ability here. He's going to start to wind up. As it comes in, you're going to deflect, and then you're going to go in, hit him a couple times, finish filling that meter, and then you're going to perform the execution. If you want, you could try and hit him a couple times, but I recommend just staying away. This is the opposite of phase 1. We're trying to just stay alive as long as possible and just get him to use that one ability. He's going to use this one quite a bit. Really easy to dodge. This dash one here, I do fail the dodge there, but it doesn't hit that hard. He uses a lot of short range stuff, but just, again, stay about mid-range away from him, and he's going to use that ability. Sometimes he doesn't use it, and it's unfortunate. But on this run, this is the one that I got it. He uses it twice pretty quick, and then when you get him just about dead, you will get the notification that you have unlocked the Divine Beast, and you can summon your Divine Beast with holding B and Y on Xbox, or whatever the command is on PlayStation or computer, and that will finish the fight. Again, I think this fight is really just all about going into it with a high morale. If you're trying to fight him at a low morale, like morale level 10, I don't think you're really gonna, be able to do it. It's definitely possible, but it's gonna be hard. And just make sure you're leveling up the best you can. Make sure you're using the best gear possible. Hopefully you have a fast weapon that you can kind of juggle the boss in the first phase. But at a high morale, you do a lot of damage. He really won't hit you that hard. And if he does, you have the health potions to use. I hope this video was helpful. If it was, I would appreciate a like. There's plenty of more Wulong videos to come here, as the game just came out a couple days ago. I hope to make videos for every boss in the game and some achievement guides and stuff like that. So thanks again for watching, and I hope you guys have a good day.